Ba-ba-da-ba-dum, ba-ba-bum. We have a new deputy at work, both literally and figuratively. Since 1986, my work has consisted primarily of wrenching and selling in IBDs. That's independent bicycle dealers or bike shops for those not in the know. I still work in a bike shop, but 2 years ago, my IBD became a Trek corporate store where I perform basic service work and do assemblies. When Trek Corporate bought our IBD, I was consulted by the District 13 manager concerning my desired position, part-time, who I felt would make the best service manager and who was a good general manager candidate from our existing employee base. Mac was my recommendation for service manager and Matt as GM, and these two slipped into their new roles when we went from IBD to DOTS. That's direct-owned Trek store, by the way. Matt remained our GM until January of this year when he moved on to a new Trek store, and this change brought Jamie to us as a corporate appointed general manager, or, if one would, our new deputy. January also brought us Deputy, which is a time and attendance application, aka an app to you youngsters. I am fond of saying that change, even welcome change, is difficult, and my change from using an honest-to-goodness time clock that punches a good old-fashioned cardboard punch card for 38 years to logging in via computer back in August 2015 was mildly difficult. But setting up Deputy on my phone and then figuring out how to use the app and remembering to was as far from seamless as this troglodyte is from those 21st century whiz kids. I learned, but achieving even minimum competence was a slow and difficult climb up the learning curve, and one of the things I learned is that one must hit the start shift button twice and the end shift button count them 3 times, and it is this once, twice, tertiary failsafe that prompted me to thrill you with these deputy observations. Sunday work shift ends and 4 of us are staying late to take advantage of the perk of using the shop after hours to work on our personal bicycles. I'm senior man left behind. I'm always senior man left behind, as I am 9 years older than the next eldest employee and 41 years older than the youngest. And Mac, whose workday is done, is on her way out, asks, "Everybody remember to clock out?" "Sure did," I declare, as the others either clock out now or nod acknowledgement, and we 4 commence working on our tasks. Half an hour or so later, my cell phone buzzes, and when I attend the buzzing, I notice that, whoops, I had only hit end shift twice and was therefore not clocked out, contrary to my assurance to Mac. I clock out, send Jamie a text that reads, "Apologies, I thought I clocked out at 5:07 but didn't click end shift enough. Can you change my end of shift time, please?" Next shift, when Mac and I work together, I tell her, "Hey, you know when you asked if I clocked out Sunday night? Guess what? I didn't fulfill my medieval Muslim obligation to declare my divorce 3 times, so it wasn't valid. But I let Jamie know, and he took care of it." Mac, who is a bright cookie but only 28 years old, looks at me as though I were speaking Arabic. "Wait," I ask her, "you don't know about medieval divorce via early Islam? Man just had to declare, 'I divorce thee, I divorce thee, I divorce thee,' and the deed was done. Hey, it was medieval times, women were property all over, and patriarchy ruled." Mac looks at me as if I'm kidding her, and I ask her, "What, you need me to mansplain patriarchy?" Which gets us both laughing out loud. "You know," Mac says, "that would make a good meme. The one where the guy has to choose which of 2 terrible buttons to push. We could put patriarchy on the left and mansplaining on the right, and all the women all over the world would have to decide which of their 2 terrible fates is a worse end." "Yeah," I say, my laughter evaporating. "Just like they have to do every day, right?"